Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the Bulls have just pulled off a sensational victory in the first round of the Carling Currie Cup against the Western Province. And what makes this victory so impressive is that the Bulls were reduced to 14 men and yet still managed to pull off a 22-20 victory, scoring a try right at the end and then managing to keep it tight and get the victory. And massive credit goes to, for me, the man of the match, Chris Smith. At fly half, he was brilliant. You know, kicked the penalty, was instrumental in the try that won the match, and a fantastic game. As a neutral, it was a fantastic game to watch. The Western Province, however, will be kicking themselves all over the Bulls in the first half. Couldn't convert those opportunities into points. Couldn't really, just get over the advantage line and make it really count. But credit to the Bulls because their defense was tremendous. And they're just stuck in the game. And even after the red card to Jacques Van Rooyen for a dangerous tackle, I think it was a bit harsh. I think it was a little bit harsh. I think that, it was lazy and the arms weren't great. But I don't think it was that malicious. It's not like he went charging in. He was just trying to tackle, and Khalan was a little bit, not necessarily standing up straight. So I think it might have been a bit of a harsh red. But I can understand, Rusty van Wassenaar, who was the TMO, suggested a yellow, and then AJ kind of upgraded it to a red. So, so a bit difficult there. But if you look at the stats of the game itself, Western Province had 56% of the possession. So, 56% of the possession, 32 minutes with 14 men. There were no excuses for the Province not to win that match. They just weren't good enough. They just didn't execute the strategy, and they just couldn't get over the line. And a lot of that goes down to the Bulls' defense. And, you look, the Bulls made missed less tackles, 11 tackles to the 13 missed of the Western Province, 74 tackles made by the Western Province, 67 by the Bulls. And even the Western Province, they won 10 turnovers. At the breakdown, they were better. Set plays, the scrums, they were much better. So, all roads pointed to the Western Province winning, but they couldn't convert their chances. And at the end of the day, a lot of blame, unfortunately, has to go to Damian Willemse, who did miss two very, very straightforward, one very straightforward, maybe arguably two straightforward penalty opportunities in the first half, and which is why I keep saying I'm not entirely convinced that Damian Willemse is a fly half. And we're having a conversation on the live stream, which was fantastic. The live watch along was brilliant. So thank you to everyone who was part of that, and make sure you subscribe to the channel right now so that you're part of the live watch-alongs moving forward. We had a long debate about Damian Willemse's best position, and I just think that he's not reliable with his boots to be a number 10. And Chris Smith today put in a proper fly half performance. He was creating, he was solid, he kicked pretty well, and the sleeping giants of rugby, as Jake White was saying, they have woken up. You can't deny it. Bulls are the best side in South Africa by a long, long way. To go down to 14 men, to be trailing 2015 with a couple minutes to go and to still pull off a victory deserves a lot of credit, and a lot of credit has to go to Jake White. Some standout players, if we come look at the stats, let's come look at some of the player stats here. I always like looking at the defense. For the Bulls, 11 tackles by Ruan Nokia. I can't stop singing his praises enough. He's been so good in the last couple of days. Curtly Orenser, also 6 tackles, none missed, very good. Cornel Hendricks, 4 tackles. Chris Smith, 4 tackles. Very, very solid. I think Ruan Nokia was very good. Johan Kobela, 5 tackles. For the Western Province, Sanatle made 8 tackles, as did JD Schikkerling. On the attack, some meters gained, a lot of meters gained by João Augustus. Some clean breaks, not too many from the Stormers' point of view, not too many. Yeah, and that was probably the issue, is that they struggled to find space to really put players through. But they had opportunities, and they should have put them away. For the Bulls, for defenders beating, Curtly Orenser beat 3, as did Chris Smith. Points, Chris Smith scored 7 points. Curtly Orenser scored 10. He had a brace, obviously, so very, very good for him. Just a lot of pace there. Between him and Angelo Davis, so much pace. And they really did make it count. But, set plays, turnovers, line-out wins Nokia 3. That's fairly... he also stole a line-out as well, so fair enough to him. Penalties conceded, there were no massive players who were conceding a lot of penalties. But, as I said, I just think you have to, at the end of the day, say hats off to the Bulls, who who stuck to it and didn't panic. And a lot of that has to go down to Dwayne Vermeulen. They didn't panic. They stuck to their guns. They just keep doing what they were doing all game. They defended. They just drew a line in the sand. They said, you will not get you. There was some great rush defense. There was some great big moments in the game which they won. And that was the reason why, at the end of the day, they won 22-20 against the Western Province. And once again, I look at the Western Province side and think there are so many good players. It's such a stacked side. How can they be doing that? And there's something inherently wrong in that union that they need to sort out, because they will not reach their potential if they continue doing things like today, where they lost to a side despite playing against 14 men. It's not really good enough. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below. Smash a like on the video as well, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching a first weekend of Currie Cup action. Some great results, some very interesting games, a bit of a strange match in the Lions Greek quiz, but already some early favourites in the likes of the Bulls and the Sharks for Currie Cup glory. So let me know what you think is going to happen in the tournament. My name is Stephen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will chat to you soon.